So, of course, obviously, guys, I've been playing a lot of the new event of the Seed, right? Of Seed, whatever you want to call it. But the new event that is testing a lot of things in the game. But I really wanted to try to answer here, do we need the anti-radiation missiles? Because Gaijin actually posted this, which basically means that we're not gonna see anti-radiation missiles during the event. And of course, anti-radiation missiles at a certain point might come, especially for modernized vehicles, which is kind of crazy. And not for the older ones, which is, I just think that it's crazy to think that, because I mean, you are basically saying that we cannot have anti-radiation missiles because we need OP anti-radiation missiles and not the ones that are actually going to be missing the target from time to time, which is the oddest thing ever. So I don't actually get it, right? I don't understand why they're kind of doing this, but for me it just doesn't make any sense. But indeed, guys, I think that if this is a game mode that they introduce for random battles, which is something that I don't think they will do, if this is something that they're gonna introduce at least on War mode, as they said they would, and basically have a proper game mode for doing Seed or different asymmetrical matches like this, it is of the utmost importance to have anti-radiation missiles. Yes, you can win matches. It wasn't as bad as yesterday. Today, I thought that it was going to be the same. Yesterday was really bad. Every single American team was losing every single time. But that changed today. So really, like, if you take a look, people are doing the objective. And I have a feeling that a lot of the MiG pilots are just focusing too much on flying towards the spawn of the enemy, but then the enemy can choose a different spawn if he gets killed on the spawn, and then sneak by and actually kill the AA system. So the strategies, the tactics that are being used here are working a lot more than what it was yesterday. So today is a lot more balanced, and to be honest, with these older AA systems and stuff, it is kinda okay. But I still believe that we need anti-radiation missiles to be able to properly have some form of realistic take on how Seed works. It's kind of, I mean, although yes, this mission could be done without anti-radiation missiles. Like in real life, they could do that. But it just doesn't make any sense, because shortly afterwards, after encountering these in the mid-60s, in North Vietnam, the US basically developed the first arm, right? Which was the Shrike, if I'm not mistaken, the AGM-45, right? So it just doesn't make any sense, because it is like saying that you need to do a precision strike without using a guided weaponry. I mean, yeah, you can do it, you know, but you're gonna get killed a lot. And this is what is happening with the F4s. I have a feeling that it's kind of okay right now, because we have a lot of spawns to spawn in with the F4s and the AH-1Fs, right? But if you really take a look into it and really notice, it's almost impossible to not die attacking an air, the S-75 site, right? So we really need the arm, at least the first version, the Shrike missile. This would bring, of course, first of all, basically a preparation for the future, so they can already implement this technology now and then improve over time to get better and better missiles and technology if they want to. They can actually have some form of ongoing event to have this type of mission that will count RP and Silver Lions always there in the event. You can choose your own aircraft and have a little bit more customization in the payloads and stuff, but at the end of the day it would be a very limited event that you can just go there and do. And little stuff like this would mean that we would see a lot of more of these fun games, and I gotta be honest, this is a lot of fun, right, to play. But the last part to fix this and to have this an ongoing situation to the game would be to have the anti-radiation missiles. Of course, like I said, they can have it only as a ground kind of, without the ground striking capabilities, you know, without the tank battles. But to be honest, just add the first strikes and see what happens, right? They say it's not precise enough. Another reason, I mean, if they're not precise, if they're not 100% a hit on the target, I mean, why not add right now? You know, it doesn't make any sense, even for ground battles. And then later, they can see what happens to more modern versions of these missiles, right? The AGM-88 and some others, right? So it's complicated. It just doesn't make any sense in my opinion. I think that they hit it a spot that everybody wants in air battles. No markers, realistic kind of gameplay, you know, finding targets and everything. Doing a specific mission, you know, even if it's asymmetrical, you are doing a specific mission that it's not just TDM, it's not just killing each other in a small map, it's actually flying for a longer period of time in theory. It's actually trying to protect an airspace, it's actually trying to attack a certain airspace. So it just, you know, for me, it doesn't make any sense that they don't push more with this. Like, they hit it something that it's amazing. They made a game mode that it's actually what RRB should feel like, you know. Very realistic, it is what I mean, with different objectives and stuff. But they're not willing to push it forward too much right now. And I think having the anti-radiation missiles not only will give you, and of course, if it's just for the event, it doesn't matter too much, you know. If this is it, if seed is only added like this for now for a very long time, it means that we won't see, like, it doesn't matter if we see anti-radiation missiles or not, because the objective is not to balance if the US is winning or not in these matches, because it won't matter, because the game mode are not there. So they go hand with hand. I know I feel like I'm talking, you know, about different things over here, but both things going hand in hand, you know, having the anti-radiation missiles and having this game mode as an ongoing thing. It doesn't matter if it's going to be on random battles, it doesn't matter if it's going to be a specific event or even later in World War mode, but we need this type of event or this type of gameplay every single match in the game. Or most matches. It doesn't need to be every single match. We need to have little things here, and if you grab some of the stuff that they tested here and put it in RRB, it would, you know, completely change the gameplay that you have in air battles, right? So again, we need these game modes for ever, you know, basically for every single type of, you know, gameplay that we see in aircraft. We need this, and together with that, anti-radiation missiles to be balanced and easier for the attacking force to be able to do it. But basically this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know in the comments if you agree with me that we need the battles and we need anti-radiation missiles in this game mode. See ya, guys. Bye.